All right, good morning, viewers. So not long ago, I did an audio unit on a CRV with a backup camera issue. Today we got a different CRV, another customer. This thing, it's a 2025 CRV. Last one was a 24. This one barely has 8,000 miles or 13,000 kilometers. So this customer's complaint is that this trim here is bubbling, and I took a look at it because they think it's a factory defect. But me, I've done this long enough to know that this is what they're complaining about. They said it's bubbling. So usually if it's a factory defect, it doesn't affect this part of the gloss black trim, and then this plastic here, you can see like it's kind of melted, right? And that only happens when you use a corrosive cleaner and you leave it on there long enough. Kind of like if you had brake fluid and you put it on your paint, it starts bubbling up your paint. Same thing with your interior trims with gloss plastic and stuff like that. But also normal plastic, it will also melt it. And this is what happens. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but you can see this right here. If it was a factory defect, it won't affect this or this. So at the same time, if you look around, this is nice and clean because they wiped it down. They stopped right there for whatever reason because it's all dirty, and I can show that on camera. And then on the dash, because they wiped up the dash because you can see all the marks where they were wiping it with some kind of cleaner. And that is my explanation with this issue. It's not a factory defect. It's just because they used some kind of corrosive cleaner and they left it on there too long and it did this. So I explained this to my manager while he was sitting in the passenger seat, showing him and explaining why this is not a factory defect, because I've done this long enough to know, when stuff like this happens, it's when it's bubbling like that and it affects two different kinds of plastic, it's not a factory defect. They had to do something like use a corrosive cleaner on the trim pieces, and they left it on too long and it melted it. So for you guys who are cleaning the interior, use water and a microfiber towel, right? A little bit of alcohol, but don't leave alcohol too long. I have used, what do you call it? For just tree sap on the paint, but you got to get it off real quick and wash it off just so it doesn't eat away the paint. But it gets rid of stuff pretty well, but don't. It's really up to you on how you clean your car, but just make sure it's a cleaner that's not corrosive and it doesn't do that, right? So I explained that to my manager, and he said, you know what, we'll just go ahead and warranty it because it is a brand new car. But I just got to say that, it's a factory defect. But at the same time, when he said that, I told him, you better make sure you tell this customer, whatever you're using, because I know you're using some kind of chemical on it, to not do it again, because if you do the same thing, we're not warrantying it. That's about it. So this is what's going to happen. I'm just going to replace it, call it a factory defect, and then whatever. So maybe this video will teach some of you out there a lesson. But as you can see in my other video, it's just clipped in and then unplug it, and then I got to replace both the climate control unit and this grill. Well, actually, I don't even have to separate it. I got two new parts on the bench. There's that one, and then there's that one right there. But anyways, let's pop this thing out. Well, it's like I just did this a couple of days ago. So same thing, pop out this. No shop manual this time. I know exactly how it comes out. I guess I still got to swap over the push button start over there. If I break this, doesn't matter, it's getting replaced anyways. More confidence in pulling this out now. Oh yeah. That's off. But yeah, this is not even one of our customers. I guess they bought the car from somewhere else. Probably because that dealership said the same thing to them, and then you try somewhere else. Hopefully somebody will warranty it, right? So because it's a new car. I guess we're one of those people who are nice enough to do it, or our manager, anyways. So yeah, there you go. It's out. So there you go. It's out. Oh, so the other telltale sign is when I got in this car, You can smell a chemical cleaner in here. That's the other telltale sign. But here's a better look at it. See? It's like if you had brake fluid on this thing, it starts bubbling it up. And then it also does this to plastic too. Kind of melts it, right? You can see either left it on there for too long, or they something dripped on here and then just stayed there for a while. And then it just ate away it. But yeah, anyways, let's get the new one in. This push button start right over here is gonna be just slide, is a clip, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Squeeze pinch it, and then push right through. And that's the only thing I think we have to swap over. So I'll leave that right here, and we'll get the new part. Okay, so new piece does not come with vents. It's just a plain. It's just a plain trim piece. So we gotta swap over the vents, right? But it did come with this really nice cloth that it was wrapped in pretty heavily in, just because it's gloss. They don't want to damage it and everything. But I can use this for protecting stuff while I'm working, maybe headliner stuff. I don't know, while I'm inside the car. So I'm gonna keep this. But I'm gonna swap over the vents, put in the new climate control unit, and then stick in the push button start, and then we can just click it back in with 3 connectors right there. Okay, so just remove the vents, right? Just all in one piece, and then we're just gonna click it onto the new one. But just to show you what it looks like, right? The little knobs they just protrude out of the grill, and then this hazard light actually just clicks into the back part of that. So I'm gonna reassemble it onto the new piece with the new climate control unit, and then that should be it for this. All right, so we got it all assembled, so I can put the start stop switch. Slide that guy in, and that clicks right in. There's also a piece here. I also made a note that there's a little nick right there. To get it in the light, you can see it. So the manager, I already pointed it out to him before I took this entire piece out, that was already there before. And if you look in the video way in the beginning, you can see a little dot, and that was this. So this thing has to get transferred over, so you just it just clicks right in. You just remove it from the old piece. It's not held in very tightly, it's just kind of a press on fit. But other than that, this thing is ready to go in. All right, so that's pretty much it. I just installed the trim piece. It's not too difficult. If you have questions on what kind of chemicals or cleaners to use on interior trim pieces, well, you can always look for, you can read the bottle and see if it is actually fine for interior plastic and stuff like that. So you can always just read the labels and see if they're okay. Me, I just use isopropyl alcohol. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, maybe a little bit of water and stuff. And then you just give it a wipe just to get rid of my fingerprints sometimes when I do stuff like this, right? And then you use the other side where it's dry and wipe off the excess. And then isopropyl alcohol will evaporate pretty quickly, so it doesn't stay there long enough. And I just push the hazard button. So yeah, and then you get the nice glossy finish with no damage. So that's what I use. I mean, on my 4Runner I use what do you call it? I forgot what that bottle I use to get rid of tree sap. But it works pretty good, but you got to get it off right away. Have a hose in handy to rinse it, to dilute it so it doesn't eat away your paint. But you know, that's just stuff I do. But you know, yeah, just make sure you don't give it enough time for it to do any kind of damage onto your pieces, right? Anyways, that's pretty much for this video. Just wanted to rant about you know, people who decide to clean their car but kind of, you know, don't really, they try to do the right thing but they don't. I guess you just got to make sure you understand what kind of stuff you can use on your interior before you do it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out the link down in below to my Amazon affiliate store. If you click on it, it helped me greatly. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video.